Hi guys, welcome back to the news. Still on the talks of the minimum wage, Reverend Father Mbaka has reacted over the minimum wage being proposed by the federal government to the Nigerian NLC and also criticized the allowances given to the lawmakers while the Nigerian workers are made to suffer hardship. Guys, with the national minimum wage negotiations ongoing, the Nigerian government has offered 62k, while the organized labor, the NLC, has reduced its demand from about 400 and something thousand to 250,000 naira. Now, Reverend Father Mbaka has urged the government to exercise caution to avoid crisis, suggesting that the proposed 62,000 minimum wage should also be applied equally to our senators, our governors, and the House of Representative members, where he expressed dismay at the lavish allowances given to the lawmakers, including sitting allowance, eating allowance, wardrobe allowance, newspaper allowance, even suffering allowance. All the allowances. He has really complained about this. Mbaka appealed to the government to please handle this situation carefully, warning that if it is mishandled, then it would have an unintended circumstances and we wouldn't want such. So, why not give the governors 62,000? Why are they only deciding to give the labor union workers 62,000 naira? Why not generalize it to the House of Reps, the Senate, the governors? All of them are civil servants as well. Are they not? They are. Mbaka has lamented that governors and lawmakers are amazing billions of naira as sitting allowance, wardrobe allowance, newspaper allowance, and other allowances. He also lamented of the rising inflation rate in the country and its impact on the common man, because the way things are going in this country, only God will help somebody. It's only God that will help somebody. Look at how the workers are struggling every day because of the level of inflation in the country. Now it is time to increase the salaries of the Nigerian workers. The Senate, they are still deliberating. The House of Rep members have not come to a conclusion. Even the federal government are yet to make a conclusion on this issue. But when it comes to raising the salaries of the judicial officials, the judicial executives, they did so hurriedly. They hastily approved the increment of their salaries. So what is happening is actually inhuman of man to man. They say na man they know they do man. But now this is happening to the poor masses of Nigeria. The leaders are the one invoking this crisis. They are the one bringing all these sufferings. It was reported that Tinubu's government had agreed that the new minimum wage should be, pinned at 62,000, from 60,000 to 62,000 naira. And we know that this will not go a long way for anybody, as the committee, which comprises of the Nigerian government and other stakeholders, the state government and the private sector, made the recommendation after their meeting on Friday. You see, we are looking at this increment of salaries on two angles, as this will apply to all government sectors and all private sectors. So meaning that if you are a private business entity, then your expected minimum wage salary to your worker should not exceed the amount to be given by the NLC. We are still hoping that the federal government, Tinubu's government, will come to a conclusion on their final amount they will give to the NLC, which is the minimum wage, if it is actually sustainable or not. If it's not sustainable for them, I'm sure that Joe Ajuro has made it quite clear that they will not hesitate to embarking on another strike, and they will surely do so. But then, we know continuous strike actions tend to hinder our country's productivity. But this is what we've been seeing lately. Now, Nigerians have reacted to Father Mbaka's options on this. The first person said, "You are a part of the problem Nigeria is facing. You forced Buhari on us." Very interesting, Father Mbaka is talking again after this man Buhari destroyed Nigeria. Father Mbaka should go and sit down. You are among the people that is causing the problem of the country that we are facing today. You told us that Buhari is the main savior. The federal government should just ensure that it does its needful. Well, you have said it all, Reverend Father Mbaka. Okay. Now, the only clergyman that would beat his chest and say if Obi win the presidential election or become president of the beautiful Federal Republic of Nigeria, meaning that he was not called by God, and behold, his prophecy came to pass, you are truly a man of God. Okay, guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. Well, Mbaka and every other person in this country is entitled to give their own options on what's happening. As Nigerians are waiting on the federal government to make a final conclusion, the NLC members are also gearing up for a possible strike in the future if the agreement with the federal government doesn't fall in line with what they are demanding, because all these things started from their demands. Their demands must be met. If their demands are not met, then this would create another troubles for the federal government. And Nigerian workers are also looking at the NLC leaders with one eyes open, because it seems that those guys are quite unserious, as they tend to quickly reach an agreement with the federal government, halting the proposed strike as earlier proposed by them. After 2 days, they signed an agreement with the government. Now look at what the government is saying to them, that they will give them 62,000. Had it been they took this seriously, then the government would not be looking down on them. But we all hope that all will go as planned, all will go fine. But me personally, I expect little or nothing from this present administration, as they tend not to care about the feelings of the common man, but they only care about themselves. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.